Hi, this is Alexis from the Kiteboarder magazine. I'm here with Gary Siskar at the Liquid Force booth. How you doing, sir?
Doing great, Alexis.
This
Thanks.
is a great looking harness you got here.
Yes, thank you. So this year, for our 2014 line, we're releasing a couple new harnesses. But I really would like to point out in this one and go over some of the features that carry through a couple of our new ones. But let's focus on this one right now and show a couple of things that we have going on. One thing that we really wanted to address, the main thing we wanted to address, because we already have very comfortable harnesses with the thermoformed pre-curve fit and so forth. But the problem every kite surfer struggles with is the spreader bar coming loose and coming up. Now, some people have figured out, like if you make the webbing really stiff, that it'll hold in and it won't come as loose as much, but then it's impossible to adjust on the beach, right? So what we set out to do is make a harness that's easily adjustable and doesn't come loose while you're riding, so you don't end up having the spreader bar crawling up. So the first step that we did is we re-engineered our buckle. So instead of just doubling back once on the buckle, now you're going to double back 2 times. So it comes through, wraps around, then you'll adjust your harness, then you'll put it through the front here where you see that this little hole is in here, and then you'll double right back through here, and it comes out. It's hard to do one-handed here, everybody. So it comes through there, boom. Now what you have is this buckle completely locked in. It's not going to slide out. We all know when webbing gets wet, it starts to get slick and it'll move, it'll stretch. But what this does, it prevents any of that movement and sliding through the buckle. So now your harness spreader bar is locked into one place. So we utilize both those buckles on each side and so forth. So the next thing is how do we make it nice and easy? Because obviously you want to ride with your harness tight, so it's not floating around or crawling up on you. So we have to answer the question of how do you get into your harness, out of your harness, and how do you get it so it's tight and comfortable every time you go riding. So the next thing that we worked on was this what we call a cam buckle that attaches to your spreader bar right here. We're going to have Brandon kind of show you how this works. But it's very simple. It works on a cam method, comes across, hooks up to your spreader bar, you lock it into place, and you're all set to go. And check out how easy this is once you have everything adjusted. So, like for example, Brandon has this all adjusted to his waist size and fit and how he likes it. He's getting ready to go kiteboarding right now.
Very quick. Very easy.
We still use a triple overlap on the waist belt. Come across. And now you're all set to go. You don't have to tighten up your straps anymore. You don't have to sit on the beach kind of wiggling around trying to get your straps tighter. You're all set to go kiteboarding. When you're all ready to go, you come on out. You're ready to go get that nice cold beer. Watch how easy this comes out. And you're set to go. So, voila. So put it back on, Brandon. I'm going to show a couple other features that we like. So again, to run through it, all of our harnesses we use basically the triple Velcro, so that keeps everything in place, keeps it nice and tight. Again, our cam clip with the lock. We still incorporate a spreader bar hold down, just for the reason that still when your kite comes up, it's going to want to pivot on itself, so it helps your spreader bar from pivoting up. So you're not going to get that kind of annoying pivot up in your spreader bar. Another thing, we added this year is we added a nice safety knife, a hook knife, easily accessible right in the front. So if you have problems or anything, you can use your hook knife. We come around to the back here. We still have what we call our Rash Guard technology. We use a lot more neoprene down in the bottom of the harness here, right around your hips. That's really flexy, very cushiony, so you don't get that rash right on the top of your hips, and it doesn't slide. Another thing that we do have is we have dual releases on our leash attachment. So we all know sometimes you need to get away from your kite. You obviously have your safety release on your kite. You have your primary safety release, then you have your leash release. What if you're in a situation that you can't get to your leash release or your leash release fails? You have a fail-safe one here where you pull this out and then your kite's away from you. If you do a lot of handle passes or you're really into that hardcore freestyle stuff, we do have D-rings. So you can put a Dyneema line on there and hook directly to that and bypass using the releasable safety. One thing we do too is we use obviously a thermal molded pre-curved back piece, so it's very comfortable. On the inside we have EVA molded patch, so it fits nicely in your back and so forth. So this particular harness is called the Supreme, brand new for 2014. If you want to find out more information about the Supreme or our other extensive line of harnesses and accessories, go to liquidforcekites.com and you can get all the information there.
Well, thank you so much, guys.
Right on, Alexis.
No worries.